have not. Thank you, Francis.
Yep.
Really appreciate it. Well, allow me to give the intro. So, this is Bill, and good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to Strengthen Your Bones with Mitch Mennick. As I said, I'm Bill, your co-host, together with Francis. And of course, Richard is often in the background, and of course, with Mitch Mennick right here. Mitch brings his class to us on Monday afternoons at 12 p.m. Pacific. And this is a weekly half-hour class. And to join, just click the link that you get in a reminder from Mitch or in his newsletter. And there's no need to register in advance. So please join 5, 10, up to 15 minutes before the class begins. And we'll post the link. Francis will post the link in chat. And let me say that next week is the third Monday of the month. And on the third Monday of the month, that's a class that's an hour long, and it's sponsored by AARP. And for that, you do need to register in advance. And Francis will post the link for that. So please be sure you're registered for that so you can join us next Monday. And let me also say that if this is your first or early time to talk or join our class, please consult your doctor. Again, we think this class is great, but we're not your doctor, and we just want to be sure you have your good medical support. Now, during class, please keep your audio on mute to eliminate background noise. But after class, we'll have a short chat session where we'll ask you to raise your hand and comment, make observations, or if that seems confusing, to ask a question or make an observation in chat. Because your feedback really helps us to make this class responsive and helpful to you. So we really welcome and solicit all your observations. And in sum, thank you everyone for being here. And we'll start our class with Mitch. So Mitch, all yours.
Wow, perfect timing, Bill. Good job. Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody. Let's make it happen. It's a very fast-paced half hour. 30 minutes goes by just like that. So let's start with a little body tapping. You might want to take your glasses off. We're going to be using some weights later, so weights are optional. You don't have to use weights if you don't want to. You can even try to sit down for some of this if you need to. So let's start with tapping the top of our head all around the flat bone. We're off and running. All right, good job. Now do the crown. That's your major chakra, the seventh one. And come on down behind the head where the head bone touches the neck muscle. And then behind the ears on the bony part, above the ears on the bony part, then up and down the ears, up and down the ears. And then take your thumb and fingers and pinch up and down the ears. Yes. And then all around the temples, the temples, the temples. This is so good for the body. This is very stimulating for the connective tissue throughout the body. And now around the forehead. Come right in between the eyebrows. This is your sixth chakra. Up from the eyebrows a little bit, right in there. And then on top of the eyebrows, all around the eyebrows. Outside edges of the eyebrows. It's an extra little special attention here. Below the eyes, on top of the eye sockets. And then below the nose on the upper level of the gum line. Okay, now come up to the back teeth and then back down, jump down to our lower level. Coming up to the back teeth, staying on the gum line. And then back down, then all around the chin, Underneath the jawbone, start coming up the jawbone, behind the jaw, there's some soft tissue below the ears. I love being here. Okay, now we're gonna do a scrunchy face and open face. You make a tight fist, really tighten it up, scrunch your nose, squint the eyes. On the count of 3, we do just the opposite. It's called open face. You open up the eyes wide, stick the tongue out for a good stretch in the jaw and make a sound. Get some energy into it. 1, 2, 3. Ah. 2 more times. Good scrunch as tight as you can. 1, 2, 3, relax. One more time. Idiot scrunch. 1, 2, 3, relax. Okay, relax. Feel that tingling in the face already. Whew. Now, extend the right arm out and then take the left palm. I'm mirror teaching, so I'm on the same side as you. And tap hard where the shoulder connects to the neck. On top of the shoulder, top of the bicep. Forearm coming down the forearm to the wrist. Top of the thumb, front of the fist, pinky, lower wrist. Coming up the forearm, elbow, tricep. Tap hard now all over armpit, upper part of the chest. Let's go to the other side and do the same thing. Shoulder, bicep, forearm coming down the forearm to the wrist, top of the thumb, front of the fist, pinky, lower wrist coming up the forearm to the elbow, tricep, bicep, and then armpit. Okay, upper part of the chest. Now here's an opportunity to shout it out. So when I go ha, you go ha. If I go ha ha, you go ha ha. And put your all into it. You do a good job. You get to laugh at the end because you have nothing left to do but laugh because it's all really good for you. Laughter is truly your best medicine. So here we go. Let me go first. Ready? Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ho! Ho ho! Ho ho ho! He! He! Set yourself free. Let it go. It's your license to laugh. Oh my goodness, that hurts. Oh, that feels so good. Come on down to the abdomen. All right, now let's do your kidneys. Then do the tailbone, buttocks. Come on down the back of the legs, and then come up the insides. Go right to the hips. Come on down the outsides. Come right up the front of the legs. Hang out at the knees. Go up the thighs. Now cross your hands, place them on the shoulders, and sweep down to the toes, saying it feels so good. Ready? It feels so good. I should want to know. All right, now let's start a little vibration. So feet are hip width apart. Start bouncing the knees. Relax the arms. Relax the shoulders. And then shake the palms. And then add a little wiggle of the hips to kind of relax the motion. Shimmy the shoulders to loosen up. Bobble the head so you're all shook up. Just let everything go and relax. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just relax. Shake it up. Stop. Feel the tingling in your palms, your fingers, your wrists, your forearms. And if you can feel it, you've been successful at bringing your mind into the body. If you're thinking while we're here, you won't feel it. So the whole idea is to bring your mind into the body as we do some of these things. Palms in front of the abdomen, sink into the back of the calves without bending forward. So when you inhale, open the chest and stretch. And exhale, we'll come on down for 2 more heart opening breaths. So through the nose, inhale and stretch it out. And exhale, okay, 1 more goes to forward bend through the nose. Inhale. Now when you exhale, lock the knees, hinge at the hips, let the arms dangle, keep the back straight. So you're just pulling on the back of the legs, breathing into it. We inhale. And when we exhale, relax a little more deeply into that wonderful stretch for the back of the legs. For 2 more breaths, inhale, big long inhale. And exhale, just fall into that stretch for the back of the legs. For 1 more time, inhale. And exhale even more deeply into that stretch. Now when you inhale, bend the knees and pivot up so there's no pressure on the back. Oh, that feels so good. We did both legs, so let's do 1 leg at a time. Step forward with your right foot. Put your hand on the hip. So we inhale. When we exhale, just hinge at the hip and just feel it pull on the back of the leg. You come down to where you don't come down any further and hold it right there. Breathing into it, we inhale, be aware of the body expanding. When you exhale, just relax a little more deeply into the stretch for the back of the leg. For 2 more. Inhale. And exhale, just sinking more deeply into that stretch. For 1 more time, inhale. And exhale, let yourself go a little more deeper. Now when you inhale, slowly come up. And then just kind of straighten out and kick the legs out, just loosen up the body. Let's do the other side. Step forward your left foot, hands on the hips. We inhale. When you exhale, just hinge at the hips, the back's nice and straight. That front leg is nice and straight. You're pulling on the back of the leg for 3 breaths here. Inhale. And exhale a little more deeply into your stretch for 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale a little more deeply into our stretch for 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale a little more deeply into the stretch. Now when you inhale, slowly come up. And exhale, relax. Just kick the legs out. Shake the arms, shake the shoulders, loosen up the body. Balance the plates. Step forward with your right foot and put your right palm out. Just to do something with this palm, put it face up behind you. And I want you to sink into a squat. So when you inhale, I want you to start to rise and pull the palm into the chest. Lift your elbow and shoulder up, bend the wrist, circle the palm, point to the side. And when you exhale, we squat and push to the side. You'll feel it in the hip because you're keeping balance. So inhale, now we gyrate the hip and you bend the elbow to come over the head. We're rising. And when we're exhaling, we're sinking back down, mild squat to where we started from. So 2 more times. So through the nose, inhale and exhale, stretch. Inhale over the head and exhale, return. Okay. Let's do 1 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Bring the foot back as you inhale and exhale. Other side. Inhale, step off, and exhale, settle in. Put your right palm face up behind you. Focus on the left. 2 circles, 2 breaths. First one, inhale underneath the arm, elbow and shoulder up. We're rising. And exhale, we're stretching and sinking. Then inhale, we rise, bend the elbow to come over the head. And exhale, return. Okay, let's do 2 more. So through the nose, inhale. And exhale, stretch. Inhale over the head. And exhale. We'll do 1 more time. Through the nose, inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale down. Bring the foot back as you inhale. And exhale, relax. Just kick the legs out, shake the arms, shake the shoulders, and bobble the head. It's a wonderful, wonderful way to open up the body and open up the joints, keep them from preventing them from getting calcification. All right, now let's do start with the weights. Weights are optional. We're going to start with an overhead press. We'll do the right, the left, and we're going to do 10 times each side. So their feet about shoulder width apart. Let's inhale the weights to the shoulders. So it's inhale to the shoulders and exhale. We begin with an inhale. When you exhale, lift this right arm up and pivot the arm forward and come down. We're going to stay on the same side now. Now exhale, reach up and inhale, come down. Exhale, reach up and inhale. That's 3. Reach, inhale. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, last 4. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Now I'll slow it down a little bit. So other side, we go with an in. Let's drop the arms down. We begin with an inhale. When you exhale, lower the arms and then take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shimmy the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out, loosen up. Let's bring them to the shoulders now. So inhale to the shoulders for the left side. We exhale, then begin with an inhale. When you exhale, lift up and stretch and inhale. That's 1. Exhale and 2. Exhale, reach and inhale. That's 3. Exhale, we reach and inhale. That's 4. Exhale, stretch feels so good and inhale. 5 more. I love to stretch and inhale. 4 to go. Exhale, stretching's good and inhale. 3 more. Exhale, reach and inhale. 2 to go. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale. As we exhale, lower the arms down. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Then bend the elbows, wiggle the shoulders, move the wrists around, kick the legs out. Just loosen up the whole body. Bring them to the shoulders for both at the same time. So inhale to the shoulders and exhale. We begin with an inhale. When you exhale, lift up and twist the palms forward. And inhale, come down. Again, exhale, straighten the elbows, pull on the abdomen, and inhale, that's 2. Exhale, and 3. I love my abdomen. That's 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, I love to be here. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 to go. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale. As we exhale, lower the arms down. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shim the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out. Let's do a bent over row. So what we want to do is bend the knees, hinge at the hip, keep the back straight. And all we're going to do is pull the wrists up to our chest. So we inhale. When you exhale, pull up and inhale. That's 1. Exhale. That's 2. Exhale. That's 3. Exhale. That's 4. Exhale. 5 more. Exhale. Last 4. Exhale. 3 more. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. No more. Then as you inhale, pivot up and then straighten the knees on the exhale. Okay, good job. Now let's do a hammer curl. But before we do that, bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, wiggle the wrists, shim the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out, just loosen up. That's what I get for thinking. Okay, hammerhead curl, let's go. So knees are soft, not locked. So we inhale. When you exhale, come up and inhale, return. Exhale and 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Inhale, that's 4. Exhale. Inhale, 5 more. Exhale. Inhale, last 4. Exhale. Inhale, 3 more. Exhale. Inhale, last 2. Exhale. Inhale, 1 more. Exhale. Inhale, no more. Take a breath here through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shim the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out, loosen up the body, shake the midsection. Okay, let's do a overhead reach with the side tap. We'll do all 10 on the same side. So to the shoulders, we inhale and exhale. The right side, we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, lift up and tap to the right, and inhale, come down, same side. Exhale, and 2. Exhale, that's 3. Exhale, that's 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, last 4. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 to go. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale. As you exhale, lower the arms. Take a breath through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shim the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out, wiggle the hips, and just loosen up the body. Let's do the left side. So inhale to the shoulders and exhale. We begin with an inhale. When you exhale, reach up and tap to the left and inhale. That's 1. Exhale. That's 2. Twist the palm forward and 3. Reach up and stretch. That's 4. Exhale. 5 more. Exhale. Last 4. Exhale. 3 more. Exhale. 2 to go. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. No more. Then inhale. As you exhale, lower your arms down. Take a breath through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shim the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out, loosen up the body. So we're going to do a squat punch now. I just lifted my weight just a couple of pounds here. And your feet are about hip width apart. Okay. So we bend the knees and then bring the weights to the chest. So we inhale to the chest and exhale. Now this is position. So we begin with an inhale We're going to do the right side first. We stand up as you exhale and twist the palm so it faces down, and inhale, come back. Now do we do the other side? Exhale and inhale, that's 1. Back to the right. Exhale, we rise, and inhale, we sink. Exhale, we rise, and inhale, that's 2. Exhale, inhale, keep your back straight. Exhale, that's 3. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, that's 4. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 2 to go. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, no more. Then inhale, straighten the knees. As you exhale, lower the arms. Take a breath through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Now bend those elbows, wiggle the wrists, chin to shoulders, bobblehead, the head, kick the legs out, and just loosen up the body. Now we're going to take a little bit break for stretching. So put the weights off to the side for a moment, and then come back and just shake it up, shimmy, just loosen up the body. And it's a little vibration exercise. So feet are hip width apart. We start bouncing the knees, relax the arms, relax the shoulders. Just let everything loosen up, and then just start shaking the palms. And then just wiggle the hips, shim the shoulders, bobble the head, so you're all shook up, and everything kind of comes back to a little
Hi,
bit
David.
more. Okay,
Yes.
Now let's do a tricep kickback. Actually, hold it. I'm sorry. Let's do 3 heart opening breaths. Palms in front of the abdomen, sinking to the back of the calves. And inhale, open the chest and stretch. And exhale, come on back for 2 more. Through the nose, inhale and stretch. And exhale, 1 more goes to forward bend. Through the nose, inhale. Now when you exhale, lock the knees, hinge at the hips. Feel the pull in the back of the legs. Back is straight. Breathing into it, we inhale, we're aware of the body expanding. But when we exhale, just let yourself go a little more deeply into that stretch for 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale, relaxing more deeply into the stretch. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Notice you're coming down even further. Now when you inhale, bend the knees and pivot up. Then when you exhale, we straighten up. No pressure on the back. So let's go back to weights. Again, weights are optional. We're going to do a tricep kickback. So feet are hip width apart. Bend the knees, hinge at the hips. Then inhale the weights to the chest, and exhale, pull your elbows back. From here, we'll kick back and hold it for a second. So we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, kick back and hold it. And inhale, that's 1. Exhale, that's 2. Keep your back straight. Exhale, that's 3. Exhale, that's 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, 4 to go. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 to go. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale, we straighten up, and exhale, lower the arms. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale, then bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shim the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out. Now let's do a step back as we swing, a swing back as we step back. So when you step back, we're going to alternate feet, but when you put the right foot toe down, then you put the heel so you're flat-footed as you're swinging. So bring the weights to the chest. So inhale and exhale. So we begin with an inhale, step back and swing, toe to heel, and inhale. Now the left side, exhale, toe, heel, and inhale back to the right. Exhale, inhale, exhale, that's 2. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 3. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 4. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 5 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 4 to go. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 3 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, one more, exhale, inhale, exhale, no more. Then inhale, as you exhale, lower the arms down. Take a breath, inhale, and exhale. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, and the shoulders, bob the head, kick the legs out, wiggle hips, and just loosen up the body. All right, now we're gonna do a bicep curl, like standing on one leg. We just stand on your right leg, or your left leg, excuse me, and put your right toe out. And we just bring the knee up as we do the curl. So we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, knee up, and inhale, that's one. Again, exhale, that's two. Exhale, that's three. Exhale, that's four. Exhale, five more. Exhale, last four. Exhale, three more. Exhale, two more. Exhale, one more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale the foot back and exhale, take another breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists and the shoulders, wiggle the hips and shimmy the shoulders, bob the head, just loosen up the body. Now let's do the other side. So you're standing on your right leg and knees a little bit soft for your balance. You put your left toe out. We begin with an inhale. When we exhale, bring the knee up and inhale, that's one. Exhale, that's two. Exhale, that's three. Exhale, that's four. Exhale, five more. Exhale, last four. Exhale, three more. Exhale, two to go. Exhale, one more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale the foot back and exhale. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shim the shoulders, bob the head, kick the legs out. So we did the right and the left. We do both at the same time. Ready? No, I'm just teasing. I can't resist that. All right, now let's do a put down the weight, back lunge, back lunge. So we're gonna bring our right foot behind the left and do a squat, like a curtsy, as we do an arm curl. So we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, bring the right foot around and squat and curl, and inhale. Now we do the left side same way. Exhale, squat and curl, and inhale, back to the right. Exhale, inhale, exhale, that's two. Exhale, inhale, exhale, that's three. Exhale, inhale, exhale, that's four. Exhale, inhale, exhale, five more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, three to go. Exhale, inhale, exhale, two more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, one more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, no more. Take a breath here. Inhale, exhale, bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, and then shim the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out, and then just wiggle the hips and loosen up the body. Now we're going to do a back. Now we're done with the weights. we gotta stretch out of this now a little bit. Before we continue, let's take a quick sip of water. Oh boy, that was so good. All right. Clasp the hands in front of your abdomen. Sink into the back of the calves. So when you inhale, come up, roll the palms forward. As you exhale, push forward and squat and stretch. Then inhale, rise, and exhale, squat a little more. Now when you inhale, lift the palms above the head. When you exhale, look up to stretch through the abdomen. One more breath. Inhale, stretch a little more deeply. And as you exhale, lower your arms down. And then just straighten out. Now, palms by your shoulders. We're going to do the right, left, both at the same time, 3 sets. We begin with an inhale. When we exhale, lift up and stretch, and inhale, back to the other side. Exhale, back to the both. Exhale, go to the right. Exhale, inhale left. Exhale, inhale both. exhale, one more set. Right side, exhale, inhale, left side, exhale, inhale both, exhale, and inhale, and then come on down and shake them up. Now do shoulder shrug, right, left, both same time, 3 sets. Right side, inhale, up, 1, 2, 3, and exhale, other side. Inhale, give it a nice stretch, 2, 3, and exhale both. Inhale up, 1, 2, 3, and exhale back to the right. Inhale up, 1, 2, 3, exhale left. Inhale up, 1, 2, 3, exhale both. Inhale up, 1, 2, 3, exhale, one more to the right. Inhale up, 1, 2, 3, exhale left. Inhale up, 1, 2, 3, exhale both. Inhale up, 1, 2, 3, and exhale. And then just loosen up. Oh yeah, relax a little bit. Now drop the left ear to the left shoulder, extend the right hand, and take your, for optional, you can put a little pressure on your head if you want. And then begin with an inhale. When you exhale, just kind of sink and bend the knees a little bit. Just relax the neck. Then inhale, come up, expand, and exhale. Just relax a little more into that stretch. Okay, again, inhale. When we exhale, we sink with a little more pressure on the neck. Now, when you inhale, come up out of this. When you exhale, just relax and loosen up. Now, the other side. Right ear, right shoulder, extend the left hand is an option. Right hand comes around. We begin with an inhale, we expand, and exhale, sink into the stretch for the side. Then inhale, we rise, and exhale, sink a little more. Okay, inhale, and exhale. Now when you inhale, come up out of this, and exhale, just relax and just lift up the body. All right, now feet are hip width apart. Bounce the knees, relax the arms, relax the shoulders, shake the palms, wiggle the hips, shimmy the shoulders, bobble the head. Stop, palms in front of the abdomen for 3 heart opening breaths to conclude. We inhale and stretch, and exhale for 2 more times through the nose. Inhale, we stretch. Exhale, 1 more goes to forward bend. Inhale and stretch it out. Now when you exhale, lock those knees, hinge and get the hips, let the arms dangle. Feel the pull in the back of the legs. Breathing into it, we inhale and exhale, fall a little more deeply into that stretch for 2 more times. Inhale and exhale, just go into the stretch deeper. 1 more time, inhale and exhale even deeper into the stretch. Feels so good. Now when you inhale, slowly come up out of this and exhale, relax, and let's conclude by saying, thank you. Thanks so much for being here. Bill, take it over, have a sip of water, and you're welcome to ask me any questions you want.